Standard Time. The first time I've been able to say that since last March. And now I'm going to take 2 months off. So there you go. I protest the whole thing until we change, and then I'm going to take time off. We're going to be restarting the show back in January the 8th, which is the first Wednesday that isn't the holiday. I'm not going to do it on the 1st. And anyways, but it's 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and we are live. Welcome, adventurers. I'm your guide, Sean McZoo, and this is the Reptile Show Reporter. As always, usual, I should say, because Bill's not going to join me because he's going to be somewhere in Madagascar, I hear, in January. Bill Strand, the headmaster of the Chameleon Academy, is my co-host. What did we call you before? It was Misty Forest Dragon, right, guy?
Oh yeah, that's the new channel.
But I had some kind of nickname for it last episode, and I don't remember what it was. So, all right.
Wow, I don't know.
Right? I guess I missed my Jen telling me in the background. I missed my opportunity to say anything. So, all right. So we were like, I don't know, what did I call you? The Dragon Master, or that's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, we need to figure it. Oh yeah, let's remember that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Dungeon Master. Okay. She's she doesn't even play any of this stuff, but neither do I. But okay, tonight we're discussing smaller reptile shows and what kind of issues come up, because out in Toledo, which is the northwest corner of Ohio, there have been a lot of shows that have come and gone or been changed in venues and everything else. So, but first, I must turn the movie on, or the music on, and we can dance. All right. What's going on in the chat? Hello, adventurers. Mikey, Ben. Hey, Mikey. We'll start with you. Let's see. There you are. Welcome to the year-end show. Let's see. Wow, a lot of chat going on. Thanks. Actually, I should do this first so everyone can see that it's actually literally on the video, so we know when we're going to return. Or at least I'm going to return. Some of us are going to be in Madagascar. I'll say that again.
Yeah, not all of us. I'm going to be on vacation.
Hey, Misty Mountain fans. We'll have her on while you're gone, Bill. All right. Who else is here? So Eliza Ann is here. We'll put her up. Let's see, which Eliza should we do? Eliza with the Cham hands. And we'll do the other one just because this is the end of the season, and we got to do everything right today, or the best way. A wizard is never late. That's very true. I arrive exactly when I want to. Let's see. That's from Lord of the Rings. For those who don't know, I didn't ever actually do your lovely wife here, Bill. I got to put her up there.
Well, yeah.
And I got to find a... Well, there we go. All right. She gets 2 mentions today because it's the end of the season and we're going to do whatever I feel
like. Boy, you're so generous today, giving everybody 2.
Yes. 2 mentions. 2 Turtle Tom. There we go. Nate. Wait a minute. James Cry. I gotta do things in order. Eliza Ann, I did. Mikey Ben, we did. James Cross. Let's put up James. Actually, you guys had your last episode this morning, right, Bill?
That's correct.
For the year. You guys are both going to Madagascar, so there won't be episodes while you're gone. Unless you send them to Madagascar. Said February. Yeah, I don't know what DIY stuff you're going to do over in Madagascar, but you never know. James is very capable of doing things on the fly. So, 2 Turtle Tom, we didn't do anything with him. I didn't put Nate up yet. Wow, I'm like getting way behind here. There's Nate. All right. And 2 Turtle Tom, there he is. He was on our last episode. There's Tom and Paige, his daughter. And I'm doing the wrong thing. Put James up, Mikey Ben, Stephanie Payne, and the other, both of them. All right, so both the I was going to say it the wrong way. I was going to say both Paynes, but you know, people could take that wrong. All right, welcome to both of you. And who else is here tonight?
I got my chocolate milk and my sweets, so I am good to go.
Who said that?
That's James.
Oh.
Hey, there she is. She's
yay.
I told Bill we'd put you on instead of him while he's in
maybe
Madagascar.
If he teaches me how to work all the things, maybe I will, because I need some practice.
All you have to do is log on like you normally do. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, right. You don't have to do anything when you're a guest. Like, that's why I sit back and I just hang out and let Sean do all the work.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, well, we could totally try it. And
all right, we'll figure it out.
Tongue-tied, but I'll just laugh and ha ha ha, whatever.
That's the way this show goes all the time. So
yeah.
All right. So Bill.
Yes.
Any announcements?
The announcements. Well, if you have any interest in starting your own YouTube channel, this is the week that it officially starts, and so at the Misty Forest Dragons YouTube channel, every day at 1 p.m. we do an episode. It's another episode in how to start the YouTube channel, and they're all in chronological order, so you can just follow them. And halftime, you get to see Yvette. She is following the program and making her starting her YouTube channel with the first. I guess the real announcement is her first video is this Saturday at 1 p.m. on Misty Mountain Fence.
All right,
awesome. There to be something, but
hey,
I'm just trying to get through it.
All right. So anything else, Bill, to announce?
No, that's enough for me.
That's plenty, I know. So Pod 26 is apparently going to be our last podcast for the season, because I haven't done any more, and I'm going to take the months off and recoup and do whatever else needs to be done. But that's with Ryan Dumas. Look at that one and the one before with Two Turtle Tom. And we'll start again next season as well, maybe sooner than we're going to do the live show. Other than that, we don't have anything to chat. All right. So, Bill.
Yep.
I noticed this weekend that I went to a reptile show that I thought was going to be in Perrysburg, Ohio, which is out by Toledo. And they had not communicated well because it was closed and closed forever. That's a Backroads BRM. I don't know what that stands for right now. Backroads something. But they used to have one in Fremont. It started in Findlay, and then they moved it to Fremont. They lost their place in Fremont because the college didn't want them there anymore because took them too much time to clean up their stuff. So they did two others, one in Perrysburg and one somewhere else. And they've been bouncing from place to place. They're going to be in Findlay this month, but it's odd. They lost the two venues. They've gone and they've come and gone. And I haven't been able to talk to, I've only been able to email them about it, but I was there on Sunday to see Mary, my youngest daughter, dropping off her vote thing to vote and her absentee ballot. And we ended up going out to Glass City Exotics. So we went up to Toledo's Glass City Exotics, and I'm going to be doing a podcast with him sometime soon. He was a guest on our show a couple months back, or maybe even a year ago. But he continues to have a small but very popular show. It's got 12, 20 vendors, maybe even 30, but probably more like 30 tables and like 20 vendors. But every month on the first Sunday of the month, he has it every month, and people come. And I showed up at it closed at 3. I showed up 2:15. So I got pictures, but there wasn't a crowd there anymore. But it was good. But there was another show out in the Toledo. There are 4 shows in Toledo. His is the one that's remained the same. The BRM one, has been all over the place because of venues. The other one that was is now on the Saturdays, the first Saturday of the month, has changed ownership, or at least partnered with somebody that I know that was on our podcast in the past in the live show. And it's just odd. All these shows jump from place to place. And it's not like they're a mega show or, anything like Tinley where, they have the power to continue. But it seems very strange, though. There's so many things that they happen. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, we're talking about when Yvette is co-hosting with you, who's going to make her coffee. And I was saying I would be happy to. I think that would be a lot of fun. But I'll be in Madagascar during that time.
So
but
you can DoorDash it. That sounds good.
But I could DoorDash it from Rana Mafana.
Oh, we'll see how well DoorDash works from there, huh? All right.
Ann says, does she do lives, Bill? These will be her first. I was actually quite impressed that she stepped up, just said, yeah, I'll do it. I said, whoa, because this will be the first time she does them.
That's great.
That is awesome.
That is great.
Stepping up.
You're influencing a whole bunch of different people to do these crazy things. You've apparently got the Jedi touch to be able to Jedi mind trick all of us to do this stuff.
Creating a generation of influencers.
There you go. Yeah. Of course, I'm only a few months younger than you, so it doesn't make us a generation apart, but there you go.
But those few months, the amount of experience that I've infused in those few months. Yeah.
All right. So I don't think I have any other thoughts about the other shows.
Sure, Sean will be less of a devil's advocate when Yvette is on. Oh, it will definitely be a different dynamic, and
for maybe a first couple shows, but
oh, I think it'll be a lot of fun to.
If I have her on all the shows, then the time it'll be trouble. Although,
well, you know what?
If me, it could be the exact opposite.
If she does real well and keeps doing it, when I get home, I will bring her coffee.
Wow. It's McZoo. I'll be the same. Wow. I've earned a reputation. My reputation precedes me, I guess. Oh, my. All right. So what else do we want to talk about? The little shows actually do fairly well. There's different things you have to do to get a show. You have to be able to have the local area allow it. The owner of the facility needs to allow it. You have to have the backing to get the vendors there and the advertising ability. Advertising is a big thing. Actually, some of the Toledo shows have moved. The one that used to be in Saline lost its location. I don't know if it's going to go back or not next year, but it's gone and it's back. The only other one out, the big one out there that's been there for a long time, which considers itself the Michigan Reptile show, which is in the Detroit area, but it's what's it? Oh goodness, my brain is broken. But that one is still going on very strong, and where I originally met Chris at. So there you go. Which he does his other show down the street. Got to put my glasses on to be able to see. I don't have any glare when I do this, but then I look stupid and I can't see anything. So
Mikey's asking if there was an increase in smaller shows over the last couple of years.
It's a change. It's been a change. It's like they're moving all over the place. They're moving to different. There's been several new shows, and some of the older shows left. So it's just a change. And the economics, small business, it's a small business that works once a month or once every quarter. But and there's a lot of shows, the Cleveland show, which is in Medina, and the Columbus show, which are connected, have been around 30 years. So they've been around a long time. They've moved from place to place, but they've been around a long time. The one out in, why can't I think of it? Entertain the people, Bill. I'm just going to look it up.
Hollywood.
You're
talking about entertainment?
No, entertain people while I'm looking up a show.
Oh, you want me to entertain people? I thought you were saying, where do we get entertained?
Golly, Bill. The Taylor show. The Michigan Reptile show in Taylor, Michigan. Oh man, you probably were up too late yesterday as well.
In some ways.
All right, what do we got? Let's see.
But Jade is saying, yeah, I agree with this.
Save on feeders. Yeah, most of these shows are. I mean, this Glass City show, I drove right up to the front of it and got out and got in, and got in. I knew the person who runs it and supports it, and I went in. I said hello, and we went through the thing, and it was good to get in late. I actually got some feeders for my snakes, and couldn't find any feeders for my. I actually found some feeders for my jumping spider, but there was too many of them. There was like 50 of them, and that would take me a year to feed it, the whole thing. So there we go. Tap dancing, Bill. All right. That'd be interesting to see. That'd be, when your snake bites you and you have to do some tap dancing or something. I don't know. All right, let's see what else.
I know a lot of the songs to Camelot. If ever I would leave you.
So what day is the new show in November? Let me know, Tom. I could plan to do it. I don't have any plans for the next few weeks. I'm not going to be doing live shows, but I could go down and I don't know. Let me know, Tom. All right. So none yet, but maybe. All right.
Yeah, you got shows all over the place. Ours are kind of few and far between.
Yeah,
we like to do them big.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 10 shows within 2 hours of my house. No, because all 11, 12, 13. 13 shows within 2 hours of my house. I'm centrally located here in Cleveland. I can go to, actually, Pittsburgh is only 2 hours. So 3 more shows. So I could go to Pittsburgh. I can go to Toledo. I could go to Detroit. I could go to Columbus. Yeah. So yeah. Well, you got to move from New Jersey to somewhere with shows.
Or you start your own show. That's what Chris Green did.
That's a good idea. Chris started his show because there wasn't one down the street from him. He was only 30 minutes from the Taylor show that was
that's too far to drive.
And so he started. Well, the thing is, he started it right down the street from him. The venue didn't work out, so he moved it like 30, 40 minutes away from him. So he's going a different direction. All right, November 16th and 17th. I got plans on the 16th with my daughter who's turning 25, but we could do it on one of those days. That sounds good. I'll have to look up the name of it. So, all right. I'll move over. I don't know. There's not enough room for everybody in Cleveland. It's a really nice suburb with low cost of living, and the houses are dirt cheap. And we don't need that many people coming in and raising the prices like they did in California. And of course, we have winters, so people, have to appreciate that a little bit.
But, have to appreciate it.
Yes. Like, I like the seasons. I don't like the season I like it when the leaves turn beautiful, which they're doing right now, and they're just at the end of that. They look great. They look gorgeous, but then you have to rake them.
Yes.
But we're actually trying to do something more good for the environment, good for the isopods and all the other stuff. The stuff we're not, what do you call it? Mowing the leaves. We're not letting the city take them away. We're actually letting them be raked or blown into the local area, and we're covering our flower beds, and we're trying that. So we'll see what happens with that. That's do something good for the environment, we hope. And do my chameleons slow down in the winter? Yes, a little bit. I don't keep it. I mean, the weird thing is there's the furnaces downstairs, so it doesn't get very cold in my basement other than the nights. So they don't slow down quite as much. And we're eating. No, they usually slow down in the spring and the fall because that's when the humidity goes down and there's less moisture in the air, even though you desperately tried to do it. But when it gets to full winter, I turn all the foggers and misters up great, and when it is full summer, I don't have to do anything to fog the basement. So there you go. That's the answer that only James wanted, but James is important, so we'll get to talk to him about it. All right. What else, people?
Well, we just had a bunch of winds here,
mm-hmm.
and I did not tack down a cage good enough. And so a chameleon got out. So I'm going to be going out tonight with my headlamp. I'm going to find that guy.
Uh-oh. Wow, man, that's a bummer. That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a bunch of wind the last few days, but that brought like a late summer for us. We had it was 73 degrees yesterday, 73 degrees the day before. It's normally 50 at the most. And we had a bunch of, and they said it was because all the wind blew it from the southern states up here. I mean, no, essentially blew the weather up. Mm-hmm. So that was great. So, wow.
Yeah, Nate, it was one of my male shamrocks. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I'll be out there. And looking. But there's a number of places for him to hang out. So the question as to how long it's going to take me to find him, that's a question, but he'll be fine. He's got places.
Yeah. Popcorn, my female Brevicorn kept getting out because the one clip on the cage kept getting loose and falling down. Some people said it was her Jedi powers, but I think it was just that I didn't screw this because I had re-screwed the hook back on not tight enough. So I have since done that. But she got out like 3 or 4 times before. But she went to the same 2 places each time. But that's indoors, and I have cameras on my whole basement, so I can see when chameleons get out, I can follow them, which is really strange because some of these cameras, you have like all this footage, but then you have hours and hours of footage to look through, and you can't. It's a challenge to look through all of that. All right. Oh no, not a shamrock. Hoping neighbors don't find cats aren't out. Wow.
Oh, we got a lot of other stuff, but you know what? They do just fine. Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, the other day, yesterday, seems like 100 years ago. Yesterday, I was feeding my 4 New Caledonia geckos, and the one that's my daughter's, which is a crested gecko named Groot. He just jumped out. He just jumped out at me and jumped on me, and I had to grab him, and he still got his tail. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going to grab him by the tail. He's going to lose it. And I'm like, but I grabbed him by a leg and the tail. So I don't think he thought he was good enough to. So, and he didn't bite me or anything. He just sat and I said, okay, I'm going to stop. So that was good. That was a positive experience when the gecko got out. But,
well, what plans do you have for the next 2 months as far as for your break? Will you be doing refresh and planning?
Come on, Bill. There's no planning involved here. We do everything on the fly.
That is true. That is true.
Well, there is a lot of planning involved to get people here and do whatever.
But yeah. But you got a.
It looks like it's all fresh and on the fly.
You got a podcast you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I'll be planning. I've got several people who wanted to do the podcast, and I'm just talking them into doing it and having time to do it. It gives me one more day to do that. I think that's probably what'll be happening. I'm trying to slow down on the number. I haven't bought a new animal in a while, and I'm not going to buy any for a long time until some pass. And, that just happens with life. But I'm not trying to get rid of any of them, but I'm just trying to pare down and see what happens. And as they pass or I find good homes for them, get less, because I've gotten to the point where even though there was a limited number that I've stopped at, it seems like more work than I expect. But I don't know. It's winter. It gets dark early here, and it's dark. At 5 o'clock, the sun was setting today at 5:20. But I'm getting a lot of red light therapy. You know, that first 20 minutes after the sun rises and 20 minutes before the sun sets, there's that red light where the blue light isn't there. That's really positive for your health and well-being. And so I'm able to get that easier because now that the times have changed, I'm up and about before it rises, and I'm up and about when it goes down. So that's good. So let's see.
All right. So I'm doing a little checking back here and say you've done this show for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. At least.
Yeah, I look on YouTube and the oldest one is 2 years ago.
And we didn't start on YouTube. We started on Facebook. So you have to go on Facebook because we left Facebook because it became impossible to work with StreamYard, and I was doubling up. And so when you go back to Facebook, it was, the Exotic Pet Adventures and just our live show that we were doing with the people from the Chameleon Enthusiasts that we started. But
yep.
Let's see. I actually have the dates of when this stuff started and where it's at in a note. Let's see. We'll get the note out here. Wow, I have a lot of notes.
By the way, everybody, this is salmon night. Usually Tuesday is salmon night, and right after my my live on Tuesday, I go and I make salmon for everyone, and but that has been moved to tonight. So after this, I'm gonna go make salmon dinner.
Actually, I had salmon for dinner today. It's from the West Side Market. We cooked last week. I had a little bit of salmon and a little bit of turkey today. So great stuff. All right. So 3/16. Wait a minute. 5/28 of 2022. The Facebook group North American Reptiles and Exotics Community was started. So 2 weeks later, the EPA's first show with Eric Haycraft was June 16th of 2022. That's when our first official show was. And the first show after my stroke, which was 8/18, we did. Then we did the first live show on YouTube 10/6 of 2022. So before that was all on Facebook. Then it went to YouTube. 3/16 of 23, we changed the name to Reptile Show Reporter and did our first live show. I'm sure nobody wanted to know, but I just had to, had to get it out and think about it and put it back in my mind since we're not going to do things. So let's see what's going on with the food. That guy goes, salmon sounds good. Yes. Really pink salmon is my favorite, which is you get from certain areas of the country, but okay. Someone else here? Someone join us that hadn't been in the chat before? Exotic Bob's Machacos, but I don't have a picture of him, so there you go.
Okay.
All right. All right, Bill. I think I'm running out of stuff to say for the season.
Okay. We're done for the season.
And you need to go out and find a chameleon so you don't have a male shamrock lost. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for watching this year and all the years. We'll be back again next year with bigger, better, and more stuff to think about and comment on. I'm going to go to several shows while we're gone. And, yes, we need a picture of Bob. We'll put that up so he remembers. And good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Right. See you next year.